Hello everyone. I am a BTech graduate 2020. My name is Anukul Srivastav. I have built a COVID predictor which will run on IBM Bluemix as an image. The specialty of this project is that it could be easily run in and can be accessed for different prototypes for different requirements. Also, it could be deployed to a cluster like Docker Swarm. It can easily be managed, scaled, and also modified from scratch to any module as per the requirement for different country and their patient's dataset. The main idea is to lower down the excitement of rushing to hospital too soon for the COVID-19 checkup and making the lives easier for hospital as well as the people. Now, let me move to the dataset description. So as here you can see, this is a Jupyter notebook in which I have took this as a data set, and the data set contains anonymized data from patients seen at Hospital of Albert Einstein, Sao Paulo, Brazil. They had the samples called the perform. They had the samples that performed SARS-CoV test, and they were standardized to have a mean 0 and unit standard deviation. It was originally uploaded on Kaggle website, and of course Indian testing datasets could be put here, and that makes an appropriate test for those parameters. All those dataset could be put here in future. So let me explain you first what is leukocytes. Leukocytes, called as white blood cells, are important factor for immune system and protecting our body. Then platelets are, if platelets are below 50,000, then it is an issue, and spontaneous bleeding could cause a lifetime threatening risk. Monocytes are type of white blood cells that fight bacteria, viruses, and fungi. And at last, patient age quarantile. So this factor affects the self-care levels. Patients with more age are at higher risk to immunity degradation. These all factors will be used to easily determine the COVID symptoms and the patient's accessibility, whether they should go to a hospital or should go for a COVID test and giving hefty amounts, or whether they should just relax and be confirmed with their local lab test. So yeah. Then we have trained the model on random forest classifier with accuracy of nearly 78%. After that, the API was built using Flask. Okay. So now we have built a Flask API to call the ML model, and then we have used Cloud Foundry. Cloud Foundry is uh, is a platform given by IBM, and let me show you the files which will go in Cloud Foundry. So as you can see here, these all are the files which we have to upload in Cloud Foundry in order to run the API efficiently. Now, the first is manifest.yml. Then let me show you all the files. So as you can see here, I have written a manifest.yml with the name of ML model API, and then I've given it Python build pack with the command python app.py in memory. The requirements are also given. These are the requirements which has to be installed prerequisitively to the applications. So these all requirements have to be installed. This is the runtime, that is Python 3 point any version could be used here for the environment. Then this is the Docker file. In this Docker file, you can see I've exposed port number 5000 and also given a command to install the requirements, etc. And this is the proc file. While running a web app using Python, we have to give a proc file for the command. Now, after that, since the Docker file is used to create a Docker image, and so after building all these, I had login to the IBM cloud. Now let me go there and see. Yeah, so I have logged into the IBM cloud and with my email and the password, and I have set the target and choose the region as UK and gone for the deployment. Now let me run that. So let me just run this cf push, that is Cloud Foundry push, and it will push all these deployments for me. It might take some time. After this will be run everything. Let me just now after this will be run, you can go to the Cloud Foundry dashboard and you can see that ML model API has been started. Now, since it has been started, now let us go to the API and see what it does. So here is the API, which is using first of all get get request, and then I'll show you the post request also. So let me go to the get request and let me try it out. So, and let me put all the details here: leukocytes value, monocytes, platelets, and everything. You can also take this from all the values from the dataset itself. And then when I put the button to execute, the curl request has been passed with all these parameters, and it is also showing that the predicted value is saved. That means the patient is saved, and I can download this as a record, as you can see. Now let me go to the post request. So this is for the hospital. Let's suppose there are 100 or 1000 patients whom we have to check simultaneously all the records. So here let me try it out. I'll choose a file. I'll choose a file tested.csv in which all the patients details are saved for these parameters. Now I'll execute it. After executing it, again you can see a curl post request has been passed onto the file, and this is the output that the predicted value for CSV file are safe, 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 safe. Here you can see a one COVID symptom found for that single patient. Here again you can see one COVID symptom found for another patient, and so on. So these all patients, you can see that what are their whether they are positive or negative to COVID. Also, you can download this record for yourself, and hence it has delivered its prediction. Thank you.